In this video, you will learn the 10 most common sentence patterns in IELTS speaking.
If I were good at math and science, would have become a doctor. If I were you, I'd take that job, it seems like a good opportunity. If I were you, I would go to London for higher study. If I were you, I would probably agree with the decision. I'd be grateful. I'd be grateful if you would send me further details. I'd be grateful if you kept this information to yourself. I'd be grateful if you would show me the right procedure. I'd be grateful if you advise me from a more experienced person. In order to understand yourself in order to better understand others. The government plans to cut taxes in order to stimulate the economy. Teamwork is required in order to achieve a long-term goal. We exercise regularly in order to reduce body fat. It is so. The man is so old that he cannot look after his health. The problem was so hard that they cannot solve it. The teacher is so intelligent that he cannot make mistakes. The topic was so interesting that it cannot overlook. I wonder if. I wonder whether there are good grounds for this experiment. I wonder if you'd be kind enough to give us some information. I was wondering if the manager would agree with my design. I was wondering if you could come to the meeting this afternoon. I am sorry to inform you that your application has been unsuccessful. I am sorry to tell you that he passed away after a massive stroke. I am sorry to inform you that you are not allowed at the meeting. I am sorry to say that the proposal has been rejected. Whether or not. You have to pay standing charges whether or not you use the service. They'll find out the truth whether or not you tell it to them. It's debatable whether or not the reforms have improved conditions. Whether or not we can go ultimately depends on the weather. In fact, her familiarity with modern technology was limited. In fact, his business career had distinctly unpromising beginnings. She pretends to have various abilities she doesn't, in fact, possess. The holiday was really disappointing, a complete disaster, in fact. At that time, her face was on the covers of all the magazines. 3 witnesses gave testimony that he was absent at that time. At that time, the government was unwilling to resist the foreign invasion. At that time, the East India Company was the virtual ruler of Bengal. I would rather exercise than sit on the couch all day. I'd rather make a phone call than send an email. He would rather work all day long than do nothing. She'd rather resign than take part in such shameful business deals. If you like my video, then like and subscribe and share as much as possible.